We've all heard the saying, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Well, some jobs are more than just dirty. They're downright dangerous. We're talking about the kind of work where you clock in every morning knowing there's a very real chance you might not clock out. These are the jobs that most folks wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. The kind of work that requires a special breed of person. Someone who's not afraid of hard work. Someone who's comfortable with risk. Someone who's willing to put their life on the line day in and day out. So, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the world of the most dangerous jobs. We're going to get our hands dirty, look fear in the face, and pay respect to the men and women who do what most of us wouldn't even dream of. When you think of dangerous jobs, logging probably springs to mind pretty quickly, and for good reason. These folks work with heavy machinery, sharp tools, and massive trees that can fall in unpredictable ways. One wrong move, one slip of the chainsaw, one miscalculation on a falling tree, and it could be curtains. Add in the remote locations, often miles from the nearest hospital, and you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. We've all seen the shows about crab fishing in Alaska, but the dangers of commercial fishing extend far beyond those icy waters. From treacherous weather conditions to heavy equipment and slippery decks, these guys and gals are constantly dodging one hazard after another. And let's not forget about the hours. These folks work some of the longest, most grueling shifts imaginable, which leads to fatigue and increases the risk of accidents even further. It might not seem so obvious when you're sipping your soda at 30,000 feet, but flying is a high-pressure job. Pilots and flight engineers bear the weight of hundreds of lives, and they need nerves of steel to deal with the constant stress. Mechanical failures, severe weather, bird strikes, and even the potential for terrorism are just some of the challenges they face every day. Chapter 4. No safety net, the hazards of roofing. Working at heights is inherently dangerous, and roofing is no exception. One slip, one faulty shingle, and it's a long way down. Add in scorching heat, slick surfaces, and the constant threat of high winds, and it's no wonder falls are the leading cause of death in this industry. But it's not just the falls that make this job so risky. Roofers also contend with dangerous materials like hot tar, sharp tools, and sometimes even asbestos. Chapter 5. More than meets the eye. The hidden dangers of garbage collection. Most people don't give a second thought to tossing out their trash, but they should spare a thought for the folks who pick it up. Garbage collectors deal with everything from broken glass and medical waste to hazardous materials and angry critters hiding in the bins. They're constantly on the move, hopping on and off trucks, lifting heavy loads, and working in close proximity to traffic, which makes them vulnerable to all sorts of injuries. Chapter 6. Walking the steel. The risks of iron and steel work. Talk about a job with a view. Structural iron and steel workers literally build the skyscrapers and bridges that shape our skylines. But those stunning views come at a price. These workers operate heavy machinery, handle massive steel beams, and often find themselves hundreds of feet in the air, exposed to the elements and the ever-present danger of falls. They work in all kinds of weather, face extreme temperatures, and deal with loud noises and dangerous equipment on a daily basis. It's a tough job that demands a lot of strength, skill, and a whole lot of guts. Chapter 7. Life in the fast lane, the dangers of trucking. We rely on truck drivers to move goods across the country, but few of us consider the risks they face every day. Long hours on the road, tight deadlines, and the pressure to deliver on time can lead to fatigue and dangerous driving conditions. Add in bad weather, heavy traffic, and the potential for mechanical problems, and it's no wonder trucking consistently ranks among the deadliest occupations. In number 8, the untamed office risks on the farm and ranch. Farming might seem like a peaceful profession, but it's anything but. Farmers and ranchers work long hours in all kinds of weather, operating heavy machinery, handling livestock, and dealing with hazardous chemicals. 1 minute you're fixing a fence, the next you're wrangling a 1,000-pound animal or operating a combine harvester. It's a physically demanding job with a high risk of injuries, from animal bites and kicks to equipment malfunctions and exposure to pesticides. Chapter 9. Building the world, one risk at a time, dangers in construction. Construction is another industry where danger lurks around every corner. From towering scaffolding to trenches that can collapse without warning, construction workers face a constantly changing environment filled with potential hazards. They work with heavy tools, operate powerful machinery, and handle hazardous materials, all while navigating uneven terrain and often working at dangerous heights. Chapter 10. Live wires. The shocking truth about power line work. Working with electricity is serious business, and few jobs are as electrifying literally as power line installation and repair. These brave souls climb high-voltage towers, often in remote locations and challenging weather conditions, to keep the lights on for the rest of us. One wrong move, one faulty piece of equipment, and the consequences can be fatal. It takes a special kind of person to do this job, someone with a cool head, steady hands, and a healthy respect for the power of electricity. Jutro respect the risk. So there you have it, 10 of the most dangerous jobs in the world. These are just a glimpse into the lives of the men and women who put their lives on the line every day to do the jobs that most of us wouldn't dare to try. What do you think? Which of these jobs would you be willing to tackle, and which ones would you steer clear of? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos that celebrate the hard-working men and women who make the world turn.